Yes.
When an earth cracks, can you fall in? Can you fall in?
If there's that, I mean, if you happen to be right here, if the earthquake happens right here, and this happens to be the fault line, and it splits, yes, you could fall in. Chances of that are not great, but it can happen. It can happen. So we're talking about, you know, we had this earthquake, and we're talking about what we did when it happened, and how drop, cover, and hold is really important. And then thinking about afterward, okay, if there's no place that you have in your apartment to drop, cover, and hold, what's the next best thing? What are you gonna do? And the reason why we don't go running out, especially if we're in some sort of a building, things are flying, things are moving, any one of those could fall down on you. You need to get under cover. You know, just hightail it under cover as best you can. And if you can't kneel down, squat down. I have a fake knee. I can't get down all the way on my knees very easily, but I got myself down. Then it's important to check on your neighbors. It's important to have that outside phone number, you know, that you all call. It's important to have your own water, know where your flashlights are, know where your candles are. Have a princess phone, for the want of a better word. Remember those princess phones, you know, that you just plug in? That's all important. Having extra water, extra food, extra medicines. All of those things are going to help us in the next event, as well as, I'm getting tangled, as well as, one of the things that I noticed was there were long lines at some of those gas stations. I don't let my car get under 1/2 full of gas. I just pretend that when it says half a tank, it's empty, and I fill it up. And we are recommending that you do the same. Keep it at least half full, because it will save you from being in those long lines at those stations that have that highly flammable substance there. There could be an aftershock. There may be somebody smoking. Okay, you just don't want to be there if you can not be there, right? And also in your car, and I'm going to switch now a little bit to disaster kits and disaster preparedness. But before I do, I want to know if there's anything more specific about this earthquake event that you want to talk about.
Well, you covered about if we're in the apartment or house or whatever, but you haven't covered anything if we are out walking by next to, you know, like in instance, Arcadas, there's a lot of buildings there where you can walk around.
Right.
So say the earthquake is happening and you're around there, but you're not close enough to the square because the square is the emptiest place. So will you still just drop and cover?
It depends. If I'm next to a brick building, if I can, I would move towards the street, maybe get next to a car or something. What? Well, you know, it's hard to say exactly what you would do in every specific instance, because it depends on the type of building it is, and it depends on how hard it shakes, and how close you are to other things. So, but you need to be aware of it.
The store windows were the worst.
Store windows were, you know, yeah, they were breaking, so you don't want to be in front of a store window.
But you have to watch all your surroundings.
I have never had the pleasure.
Drop is what I'm saying, when you still want to stop.
Not if you're in front of a store window.
No.
Yeah, get away from the store window,
Yeah.
if you can walk,
Oh,
okay?
and just walk away.
But if you can't, you know, drop, cover, and hold. You know, because if you get some glass, you know, on your back, you know,
Well,
or on your
I know
arm.
you don't want to stop next to a window,
Right.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying that a busy place like that, you know, if you're just walking, you can't run to the square, but that would be the best place to go.
Right, so you drop, right.
Yeah, okay.
Right. It's hard to know exactly what is best for every instance we can recommend, yes.
Well, where I live in Fortuna, there are small apartment buildings. It's an apartment building, 46 apartments are there. But there's like 2 apartments to a building, they're smaller buildings, and each one has 2 furnace units that are gas. And I thought it was really interesting and good that first they were checking us, and we were after we could get outside, and people were gathering there in the cul-de-sac there. But the men immediately started going and checking all of these furnaces for any gas leaks that might have happened, and I thought that was really pretty, and I thought it was
great.
That is great, checking for gas leaks. How many people here know how to turn off the gas? Okay. Do you have someone in your house who does? Figure out how to turn off the gas. Right. But if you are home and you know how to turn off your gas, don't turn it off automatically. But if you smell something, or if you think there's a possibility, turn it off.
There's a sound too.
Yeah, there can be a sound, you can maybe smell it, if there's a possibility, turn it off. Problem is, you can't turn it back on yourself. You have to have PG&E come and turn it on for you. And if you are in a family and you are the only one in that family who knows how to turn off the gas, show somebody else, because you might not be there when it happens, and somebody else needs to know how to do that.
Does the PG&E still make the, that little switch that in case if it starts shaking, it automatically turns on? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
They
I
have
didn't-
that down south in Los Angeles and Ventura County.
I haven't heard of that. I don't know about anything. I don't know about
It's a little
that.
device, they used to use it down there. I've been up here for over 10 years, so I don't know if they still have it or not, if it's kind of useful. But another suggestion would be is to keep a pair of pliers by that.
And there's a specific, pliers, yes, there's a specific tool. My tool is just right, it's just right out there by where the gas is, and so it's just there. I don't have to go find it.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
I've heard different things instead, like an incident that just happened. It used to be that, or some people say, turn the gas off immediately, and yeah, that's exactly, and now I hear you don't, so if you can speak on that.
Well, it's just that. It's just, if you have reason to believe there's a gas leak, turn your gas off. Okay? If you're scared there might be a gas leak and you can't knock the fear just like lives in you, turn your gas off if you need to. It's not going to hurt to turn your gas off. The problem is you can't turn it on yourself. You have to get PG&E. And if PG&E is doing a lot of work for a lot of people, you're going to have to wait to get your gas back on. So that's why we say just don't automatically turn it off. But if it bothers you, your gut is telling you better turn it off, turn it off. Yes,
Is the gas turned off in the house or outside? I don't even know that.
it's outside. Because they come and read your meter. Well, is there any place where it's inside?
I thought my
PG&E
heater
expert.
has a knob. I've never met.
But that's not the main gas.
That's the last thing.
Okay, that's just the pilot light. Yeah, so,
No, there's another one. Sorry, I know how to do the pilot light, but there's another one in there.
okay, so if you don't know where to turn the gas off in your house, find out. Okay? But some are different. I'm not an expert on that. I know where mine is. And many people do. But if you don't feel bad, now's the time to do it. This was a real wake-up call, was it not? And thankfully, there was only one major injury. We just got off so well. It's incredible. Okay, but this is our wake-up call, and all of Humboldt County should be thinking about what they did, how they reacted, how they want to change it, and about being prepared. Being prepared with stuff at home, knowing what to do if you're home, what to do when it happens, what to do when you're home, having that outside number someplace that you can call. My children live in San Francisco and San Diego, and they know to call my sister in Illinois, and they did after the Humboldt County earthquake to see if Mom was okay. Okay, and so it works. It works. And part of it is there's so much going on, and if people are in fear of what's going on with their loved ones, then you can't do what's in front of you. You can't go check on your neighbor, or maybe you will check on your neighbor, but all the while you're thinking, how's my daughter who lives in Eureka? I need to make sure she's okay. It's scary. So what we want to do is, by being prepared, it's not to scare us, it's to make sure that we can go through the next disaster with less fear inside of our hearts and with more action to help our neighbors and to help our families and to help ourselves.